The San Francisco 49ers improved to 8-0 on the season as they defeat their NFC West division rival, the Arizona Cardinals, in a very close football game, 28-25. And what a game it was for Jimmy Garoppolo. He absolutely burst upon the scene, guys, throwing for over 317 passing yards. He had 4 touchdowns in the game. He became the first 49ers quarterback to accomplish such a feat since Jeff Garcia. Now, what this game was a characteristic of is that, with the 49ers defense, this number one defense, we've been talking a lot about how great they are on that defensive front, wreaking havoc with Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, DeForest Buckner, all these guys. I mean, we just absolutely make it a nightmare for opponents. But in this game, you really have to give some credit to the Arizona Cardinals and Kingsbury over there, their coach with the play calling there. The Cardinals really gave us a run for our money. And, Kyler Murray, he is a really explosive talent at quarterback. And, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with for us, the 49ers, for, the next several years in the NFC West. And so, you can't always expect week to week that you're going to be able to put out the types of performances that our defense was putting up. To put into perspective, the last 4 games before tonight, the 49ers defense had allowed a combined 23 points. Now, in the game tonight, we allowed 25 points. But what was great about this game is that our offense absolutely shined. And, good football teams, great football teams, what they do is in a game like this, when your defense does not play up to par, does not have a game up to their standards, to their likening, our offense was able to come through, still get us a victory. And again, this could have been a really big trap game because we were just coming off a very emotional victory when we destroyed the Carolina Panthers. And that was a tough one because Carolina and Kyle Allen over there, they were riding a pretty good hot streak as they had won 4 games in a row until we went in there, or we played them at Levi Stadium and destroyed them. So again, this was a great performance, a test to the character of this football team. And what a game for Jimmy Garoppolo, man. Fitting so many impressive tight throws in really tight windows. And, even a lot of the throws that he made in the game, some of the 49ers receivers dropped the ball. So, he could have even had an even more explosive stat line than the 317 passing yards. But, oh my goodness, that in itself, what a day. And, again, it just really shoots down the haters out there that have been kind of saying that, Jimmy G, he hasn't really played all that well. He's been throwing a lot of interceptions. And, well, not a lot of interceptions, but per game, he's been throwing at least 1 interception. And in this game, he did not throw an interception. So that is a really big improvement for Jimmy G. And he's only going to get better week to week. And another big thing really that you have to look at this game is that the 49ers still are missing our left and right tackles in Joe Staley and Mike McGlinchey. We are also still missing our fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. And he is really an instrumental part on that offense. And so when these guys get healthy, things are going to get even better for the 49ers. And our biggest test yet, of course, will be coming up in our next game. And I will talk more about that later as we are going to be playing the Seattle Seahawks. But let's get more into this game. So like I said, Jimmy G with 317 passing yards. He completed 28 passes on 37 attempts in the game with the 4 touchdowns. Now his counterpart, Kyler Murray, in the game completed 17 passes on 24 attempts for 241 yards with 2 touchdowns in the game. Now the 49ers on the rushing side of the ball, Matt Breida was questionable before the game, but he did play tonight, guys. And on 15 rushing attempts, he had 78 yards which worked out to an average of 5.2 yards per carry. Now, Tavon Coleman with a big game as well, also coming up huge late in the game with a big first down, just getting enough yardage late in that fourth quarter with the 49ers riding a 3-point lead. So very close game. Tavon Coleman iced the football game and got us that victory. So he had 12 rushing attempts for 23 yards in the game with 1.9 yards average per carry. Now, on the receiving side of the ball, what a day it was for Emmanuel Sanders. In his second game with the San Francisco 49ers, he lit up the stat sheet with 7 receptions in the game for 112 yards with 1 touchdown. George Kittle, what a game it was for him. And if you guys did not see early in the game, in the first quarter, George Kittle took a nasty hit to the knee from one of the Cardinal defenders. I mean, he was going for the tackle. He led with his helmet. Excuse me. Helmet made contact with Kittle's knee. It appeared to look bad, and at the time, the 49ers were off to a slow start. We were trailing 7-0 at that point in the game. So you were really concerned with Kittle, but thank goodness, guys, he came back into the game healthy, and hopefully it's nothing serious, and now he will be given a substantial amount of time to rest up before that crucial game coming up versus the Seahawks, as the 49ers are going to have 11 days to rest up till that game. But Kittle, 6 receptions on the game, guys, with 79 yards. He also had a touchdown. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I've been feeling sick, so getting better. But anyways, Kittle with 13.2 yards average per catch. And then Deebo Samuel, we saw what a game for him. The young guy stepped it up. The second-round draft pick with 4 receptions on the game for 40 yards. That worked out to 10 yards average per catch. Ross Dwelly, he stepped up big time. Of course, when Kittle went out of the game, the 49ers went to Dwelly on a few plays. He had 4 receptions in the game for 29 yards, which worked out to an average of 7.3 yards per catch. And Dante Pettis with an amazing catch on a very improbable play for Jimmy G. I believe this play in the game had a 32% chance of being completed, and Jimmy G connected with Dante Pettis for a 21-yard touchdown reception. So what a day for the 49ers offense. Again, they led us to victory on a day when our defense, again, give credit to Arizona. They were going with a fast-paced offense in this game, and I think it was throwing our defense off a little, and we had to make quick adjustments in the game, and we did make some big stops and some big plays on defense when we needed to. So let's get to that defense. The 49ers leading tackler on the day was Jimmy Ward with 5 tackles on the game. Fred Warner coming up clutch with 4 tackles on the game, and then K'Wan Williams, he also added 4 tackles as well. Emmanuel Moseley, the cornerback, he has stepped up big time since Ahkello Witherspoon has been out. He had Emmanuel Moseley 4 tackles on the day. And the 49ers defense came up with 3 sacks in the game. 1 for Dee Ford, 1 from DeForest Buckner, and then 1 from a guy named Dre Greenlaw, the linebacker. And also, guys, one thing to note, too, is that the Arizona Cardinals and their offense, Kenlon Drake, their running back, whom they got from the Miami Dolphins, he had an absolute fabulous game against us. And, we had been doing a really good job of holding opposing teams' running backs to not that many yards on the ground. But Kenyon Drake, he was explosive, and we weren't able to contain him as much as we would have liked. So that was another factor into Arizona with that fast-paced offense. So Kenyon Drake in the game had 15 rushing attempts for 110 yards. And so, guys, with that being said, let's look ahead to the San Francisco 49ers next game. They are going to have 11 days in between games, but they are going to be taking on the Seattle Seahawks on Monday Night Football. What a matchup it's going to be. The 6-2 Seahawks versus the 8-0 San Francisco 49ers. And this is going to be a big challenge. If we can answer this bell, you know, really great things are going to be coming and moving forward on the season. And so, guys, if you made it all the way through to the end of the video, be sure to smash up that like button and smash the subscriber button and smash that bell button if you have not done so already. If you would like to be notified when new San Francisco 49er videos are being posted, we will be coming to you guys with game recaps after every game and 49er reaction videos for every game. And as always, guys, feel free to comment down below. I always love to read your guys' comments, and I appreciate you guys so much for watching my videos. Let me know, what are your thoughts on the San Francisco 49ers on the game tonight? It was a close one. What are your thoughts on the defense? Again, I think nothing to be concerned about in this one. I think we went up against a really good offense, and, you know, give credit where credit is due. But again, great teams find a way to win, and our offense came through for us. And so, guys, as always, until next time, I will see you all again. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.